The implosion in AAP over the last few weeks should come as no surprise. For the longest time, the Aam Aadmi Party was in some sense a bit of a Shivji ki Baraat, where people from different ideologies appeared to find a resting place on one platform. From the left to the right, Arvind Kejriwal's party seemed to attract people on the slogan of anti-corruption. But the slogan itself was never going to be enough to sustain an organization and become a kind of an ideological glue. And that's precisely what's happened after the victory of the Aam Aadmi Party in the Delhi elections. Over time, the likes of Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan have clearly found themselves to be misfits in a new organization which is really controlled now by Arvind Kejriwal. He is the vote gatherer, he is the mass leader, he is the leader who in a sense won the Delhi elections. And therefore, his supporters believe that it is time that Arvind asserts himself against all those who have expressed alternative viewpoints. It is in effect part of the supremo culture that we have now in our political parties. Look around you, look at every political party almost, barring perhaps to some limited extent the left, but every political party now in this country has some kind of a supremo culture where one individual or one family calls the shots. As a result, the space for dissent, for alternative viewpoints is clearly shrinking. The Aam Aadmi Party claimed it was a party with a difference. But as the last few weeks have shown, if anything, the Aam Aadmi Party has been stung by its own rhetoric. The party which told citizens to go out and sting corrupt officers now finds itself being stung. And it is, in a sense, reminiscent, some would say, of the Janata Party of an earlier era, where again the party seemed to fragment amoeba-like once they came to power. The challenge for Mr. Kejriwal is very clear now. The people of Delhi voted him for 5 years in the belief that he would offer an alternative Delhi model of governance. He now needs to focus on governance, and some of his colleagues perhaps need to avoid the embrace of the television camera that leads them so easily to send out allegations and abuse against each other. He has this one chance. In a sense, it's his second chance. The first one was wasted when in 49 days he left government. He now has one more chance. If he squanders this chance, he's unlikely to get a third one. As far as Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan go, in a sense, they provided a certain moral vigor to the Aam Aadmi Party. Their options really are to form some kind of alternate platform. Whether that will be politically successful is unlikely. But it would be a pity if the likes of Yogendra Yadav cannot contribute in some meaningful manner to public life. Or maybe Yogendra Yadav should return to what many would say is his original calling, which is academia and psephology. And Prashant Bhushan should go back to being what he does best, which is being this fierce fighter of public interest litigation. The story of the Aam Aadmi Party in that sense is a story of what might have been, but clearly the Aam Aadmi Party has let down a lot of the people who had hopes that it would provide some kind of a party with a difference. Purely as an outsider looking in as an analyst, I believe that it proves once again that unless you build strong organizational structures, political parties in India will struggle to endure and will be trapped in the supremo cult. If you have feedback, do send it to my blog site, rajdeepsardesai.net. We will continue to interact both through written blogs and video blogs on the site. Thanks for listening.